Okay, loyal listeners, I did not have the same type of start to the tourney as Alex. I was 10.94 units down, going 11 and 21. So we're hoping to bounce back in the second half. And I have in the second round Purdue minus 6.5 against McNeese State, Arkansas plus 6.5 versus St. John's, Michigan, Texas A&M over 141.5, Texas Tech to cover 6.5 versus Drake, Auburn to cover 8.5 versus Creighton, Wisconsin to cover 1.5 versus BYU, Gonzaga, Houston over 139.5, Tennessee to cover 5.5, Florida to cover 9.5 versus UConn, Duke to cover 11.5 versus Baylor, Illinois, Kentucky under 170.5, Bama to cover 6.5, Colorado State plus 7.5 versus Maryland, Iowa State to cover 5.5 versus Ole Miss, Michigan State to cover 7.5, and Oregon, Arizona over 152.5. Let's have a weekend.